Hey guys, this is Sam the Community Gardener. So it is April and the weather is a little cool, but it feels pretty good out here right now. Now I haven't been with you guys for quite a while. During the winter we had some freezing cold weather, and that freezing cold weather really did wreak some havoc on some of my plants. As many of you know, I had a Satsuma orange tree that did really well. It provided me with some nice oranges this past year. However, when we got those freezing temperatures, now these Satsumas are pretty much cold tolerant, but you know, when it gets down to the teens, it can really wreak havoc on them, and that's what happened to my tree. So I want to take you guys over and take a look at the Satsuma orange tree so we can kind of see what kind of damage was done. So hey, stay with me and I'll come right back to you with my Satsuma orange tree. Hey guys, so I am back and you can see my Satsuma. It's very bare now. There aren't any leaves on it. We're gonna walk up to it and get a closer look at what's going on with this tree. So of course I told you we had some 17, 18, and 19 degree weather back in January, December and January, and it really wreaked havoc on this particular tree. If you look at it closely, you can see the branches here and how, I'm going to just let you see one of them and tell you how easy it is for it to snap now. I mean, they're all dried out. Look at this, folks. You see how easily that breaks off? That's because it's dry and there isn't anything green. The cadmium layer is completely dried out, and it seems to it's not going to provide any more oranges, I don't think. Now, this tree was actually probably one of those hybrids where if you look closer to the bottom area of it, you'll see that it was probably done with another tree together, layered together. If you look closely down at the bottom there, you can see some additional green growth coming up around the trunk of the tree. But unfortunately, that part of the tree is not going to do well at all. The tree is pretty much dead. Once this top part of it is dried out, it's not going to do anything. I'm going to leave it for now and just kind of see exactly what it does. So hey guys, looks like the Satsuma orange tree is done. However, we are planning to replace it with a Myers lemon tree, which I already have. We're going to dig this Satsuma tree up and replace it with the Myers lemon tree. So guys, stay with me, and sometime in the next week or so we're going to dig this tree up and we're going to plant our Myers lemon tree. So hey guys, I'm Sam the Community Gardener, and stay with me. I'll be right back because I want to show you another plant that I thought was dead, but it is coming back now. So stay with me. Hey guys, thanks for joining me again. I wanted to tell you a little bit about my Saco palm tree. Now, of course, the Saco palm, it looked completely dead after the freezing cold. The temperatures got down in the teens, and that particular, it is a tropical tree, so of course we knew that it wasn't going to do well, and we actually thought that it had met its full demise and it was completely dead. But I want to bring you over to the Saco palm tree and let you see what's going on now, because it does show signs of some new growth. So I'm thinking that as it warms up, this tree is going to be okay. So stay with me and I'll come back to you and show you the Saco palm tree. So guys, take a look at my Saco palm tree. I'm going to get you a little closer look. I ended up cutting all of the branches off of it simply because they were completely burned by the cold weather. Like I said, it got down to the teens. And we thought that this one was dead for sure. However, it seemed to be bouncing back. If you'll look closely, you'll see these what appears to look like fingerlings. They are actually going to become palm leaves. Yeah, these are going to become palm leaves, guys. Look at that. As I said earlier, they are coming out great. Now let's look at the body of this. You can see I had this plant planted in a pot for about a year, And the first time it got these, let me go from the top and let you take a look at them. See how they look like fingers? They're going to come out and be beautiful palm leaves as they mature. So let me tell you a little bit about this plant, because we're very proud of this one. Didn't think it would make it through the cold, but it did an absolute wonderful job. So let me tell you, this particular plant, the light, let's talk about the light. Saco palms prefer bright, indirect light. You need to avoid placing them in direct sunlight, because sometimes in places like Georgia, the scorching afternoon sun can wilt and burn the green foliage, especially in the hot summers. So it's not so much of a problem when they're grown indoors. Let's talk about the soil a little bit. You know, these Saco palms aren't overly picky about what type of soils they're in, as long as they can have good drainage. As long as you've got good drainage, these particular palm trees will do very, very well. You know, they like a sandy soil, somewhat rich in organic matter, and we do add organic matter all around this one during the course of the year. Let's talk about the water. These particular palm trees, they have really a high drought tolerance. You don't have to worry too much about them getting too overly dry, because they can be sustained in almost any soil, no matter how dry it is. But as far as water goes, they prefer a moderate amount of moisture in the soil. And you need to water it whenever the soil feels dry to the touch. You have to make sure that you never overwater this particular plant, because you don't want soggy soil, because that will come up, you'll have soggy roots. And this particular plant hates soggy roots. Temperatures and humidity. So these plants love warm, humid conditions like we have here in Georgia. They can briefly tolerate cold temperatures. However, we don't want them to be in the teens like it was this past year. You know, usually temperatures below 23 degrees Fahrenheit can sometimes kill this particular plant. So, and when you grow them indoors, you don't have to worry about that too much, but they don't like to be near air conditioning vents and extreme temperature fluctuations. If it's going to go from hot to cold, this plant won't do very well if that's an ongoing thing. So hey guys, the last thing I'd like to say about this plant is the fertilizer. You know, fertilize this plant monthly throughout the growing season. However, any other time of the year, you want to definitely fertilize it maybe 3 times during the year, you know. And you want to use a liquid fertilizer that is an 18-8-18 ratio, and that's the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium ratio. So hey guys, this is my Saco palm. I think it's going to do very, very well this year, and I'll keep you guys abreast. So stay with me as I come back and talk to you and tell you a little bit about what we got coming up. Hey guys, thank you guys so much for joining me today and learning about what's going on with my Saco palm tree, as well as my Satsuma orange tree. So I'm Sam, the community gardener, and stay with me as we keep you abreast of what's going on in the garden. Stay green, everybody.